Hi, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a key concept that shapes global trade: tariffs. Whether you're a student of economics, a business owner, or just curious about how international trade works, understanding tariffs is essential. In this video, we'll explore what tariffs are, why they exist, and how they impact the global economy. Let's get started. So, what exactly are tariffs? Simply put, a tariff is a tax or duty placed on imported goods or services. Governments use tariffs to regulate trade, either by encouraging imports of certain goods or discouraging others. They can vary greatly in size, from a small percentage to a hefty charge on the value of the goods being imported. Governments impose tariffs for a variety of reasons. One of the most common is to protect local industries from foreign competition. By taxing imported goods, governments can make local products more affordable in comparison. This is especially true for developing countries trying to grow their own industries. Tariffs can also be used to raise government revenue or to retaliate against unfair trade practices by other countries. Now, there are different types of tariffs that governments may use. The most common types are specific tariffs: a fixed fee per unit of an imported good. For example, a $2 tariff for every unit of electronics imported. Ad valorem tariffs. This is a percentage of the value of the imported goods. For example, a 10% tariff on cars means the government would charge $10,000 on a $100,000 car. Compound tariffs. A mix of both specific and ad valorem tariffs. Some products might face both a fixed fee and a percentage of their value. Tariffs affect both businesses and consumers. For businesses, tariffs can raise the cost of importing raw materials, which in turn raises production costs. This can lead to higher prices for consumers. Take a look at your smartphone. If it's made overseas, tariffs on components like chips or screens can increase the final price. For consumers, tariffs can make foreign products more expensive and limit the variety of available goods. It's not uncommon to see some prices go up when tariffs are implemented. However, in some cases, it can also encourage domestic innovation and the growth of local industries. On a larger scale, tariffs can have significant effects on global trade. When one country imposes tariffs, it often triggers a trade war where other countries retaliate by imposing their own tariffs. This leads to increased prices and less trade overall, which can hurt economic growth worldwide. Countries involved in trade wars often face slower economic expansion, as consumers are unable to access cheaper products and businesses struggle to remain competitive. Tariffs continue to play a major role in modern trade. In fact, we've seen a rise in tariff-based policies in recent years, especially between large economies like the U.S. and China. In 2018, the U.S. imposed tariffs on over $200 billion worth of Chinese goods, and China responded with tariffs on U.S. exports. While tariffs can protect domestic industries, they can also create tension and hinder the global economy. So, are there alternatives to tariffs? Yes, there are. One common approach is trade agreements like free trade agreements, FTAs, which reduce or eliminate tariffs between participating countries. Examples include the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, or the more recent United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. These agreements encourage open markets by removing barriers to trade, benefiting both consumers and businesses. In conclusion, tariffs are a powerful tool used by governments to regulate international trade. While they can protect local industries and generate revenue, they can also lead to higher prices for consumers and strained relationships between countries. As we continue to see the effects of tariffs in the global economy, it's important to consider the balance between protectionism and free trade. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content.